The shadowing secret. Okay, now let's talk about something that sounds weird, but is insanely effective. Shadowing. Imagine you're a spy. You're following someone, mimicking their every move. That's basically what shadowing is, but with speaking English. Here's how it works. Find a video or audio of a native English speaker. Maybe someone whose accent you really like. Could be a movie scene, a podcast, a TED Talk, whatever. Play it, and repeat exactly what they say as they're saying it. Try to match their rhythm, their intonation, their emotion. Don't just repeat the words, become them. I know it sounds silly, you might feel ridiculous doing it, but researchers have found that just 15 minutes of daily shadowing can dramatically improve your pronunciation in 1 month. Why does this work? Because your mouth muscles need training. Your native language has trained your mouth to move in certain ways. English needs different movements. Shadowing is basically the gym workout for your mouth. Start with short clips, like 30 to 60 seconds. Find something with clear audio. In the beginning, use subtitles so you know what you're saying. But eventually, try it without looking. That's when the magic happens. Pro tip. Choose a speaker you find attractive or cool. Seriously, if you think Ryan Reynolds is awesome, shadow Ryan Reynolds. If you love Zendaya's vibe, shadow Zendaya. You'll stay motivated way longer. Reading and listening strategies. Here's something that might surprise you. You should spend way more time listening and reading than speaking and writing. We're talking about a 70 to 30 split. Wait, what? I thought I needed to practice speaking. You do, but not as much as you think. Think about how babies learn language. Do they take grammar lessons? Nope. They listen for years before they say anything meaningful. They absorb thousands of hours of input before they start outputting. We're going to use the same strategy, just faster. Reading in English is like steroids for your vocabulary. But here's the key. Read stuff you actually enjoy. Forget boring textbooks. Read Harry Potter. Read manga translated to English. Read celebrity gossip. Read Reddit threads about topics you love. Read. Research shows you need to see a new word about 8 to 15 times in different contexts before it really sticks. That's why reading a lot matters more than reading perfectly. Volume over perfection. And listening? Podcasts are your best friend. Find one about something you're obsessed with. Into true crime? There are dozens of English true crime podcasts. Love gaming? Gaming podcasts everywhere. Fitness? Yup, those too. The trick is this. Listen actively at least once a day, but also have English playing in the background as much as possible. Cooking dinner? English podcast. Working out? English playlist. Commuting? English audiobook. You're basically bathing your brain in English. Let me tell you about taking advantage of your idle time, because you have way more opportunities to practice than you think. Riding the subway or bus. Pop in your earbuds and listen to an English podcast or audiobook. Walking on the street? Same thing. Just use one earbud or turn off noise canceling so you stay safe. Even in the bathroom, yes, I'm serious. When you're taking a shower, put on a waterproof Bluetooth speaker and listen to English stories. Brushing your teeth? English podcasts. Taking a dump? English audiobook. I know it sounds funny, but these little moments add up to hours of listening practice every week. Cleaning your house? Washing dishes? Waiting for your laundry? All perfect opportunities to have English playing in the background. You're doing these things anyway. Might as well turn them into learning time. Now here's a game-changing tip for those of you who understand slow English but panic when natives speak at normal speed. Use software like Audacity. It's free. Or even YouTube's playback speed settings. Start by listening to English content at 0.75x speed or even 0.5x speed. Get comfortable at that pace. Then gradually increase the speed, 0.75x, then 0.85x, then normal speed, then even 1.25x. This trains your brain to process English faster and faster. It's like training wheels for your ears. Eventually, normal conversations will feel slow and easy to understand. Using apps effectively. Now, let's talk about language learning apps. Apps like Busuu or Babbel can be decent for building basic vocabulary and grammar, especially in the first few months. But here's the real tea. Apps alone will not make you fluent. They're a supplement, not the main course. And about Duolingo specifically, I need to be honest with you. While it used to be a solid starting point, the app has recently gone downhill. They've shifted to an AI-first model, replacing human contractors with AI-generated content, and users are reporting serious issues. Inaccurate translations, nonsensical grammar exercises, and robotic audio that doesn't sound like real English. They also shut down their community forums where learners used to help each other. The bigger problem? Duolingo's gamification approach, where you're chasing streaks and points, doesn't actually teach you how to have real conversations. There's minimal grammar explanation, no context for why things work the way they do, and the lessons don't prepare you for actual communication. You might get a 365-day streak and still freeze up when someone asks you a simple question in English. So if you're using language apps, use them for 15 to 30 minutes daily for vocabulary drills. But don't think finishing a course means you can suddenly have a conversation with a native speaker. It doesn't work like that. You need real input and real practice, which is what we're talking about in this video. Warm-up exercises. Before we talk about actually speaking with people, let me share some professional techniques that news anchors, public speakers, and singers use to improve their clarity and speed. These are game changers that most English learners never hear about. First, let's warm up those facial muscles. Yes, your face needs a warm-up just like your body does before exercise. Do some simple exercises. Stretch your mouth wide, then pucker your lips. Massage your cheeks and jaw. Move your jaw side to side and in circles. Say ooh ee repeatedly, exaggerating the mouth movements. These exercises might look funny, but they loosen up all those muscles you need for clear English pronunciation. And here's a fun warm-up technique: tongue twisters. Start with classics like, "She sells seashells by the seashore," or "Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers." Say them slowly at first, focusing on clear pronunciation, then speed up gradually. Once you get good at those, challenge yourself with harder ones like red leather, yellow leather, 5 times fast, or unique New York repeatedly. Tongue twisters train your speech muscles and help your brain process English sounds faster. Plus, they're a perfect warm-up before presentations or important conversations. Don't forget your vocal cords either. Singers and speakers warm up their voices before performing, and you should too. Try humming scales from low to high. Do lip trills. Make a brr sound like a motor. Practice tongue trills if you can. Say ma, me, me, mo, moo, and la, le, li, lo, lu to warm up. These exercises get your voice ready and help you speak with better tone and clarity. Spend just 5 minutes on these warm-ups before your speaking practice, and you'll sound significantly better. Speed and clarity training. Now, let me share the pen technique that news anchors use. Literally put a pen or pencil horizontally in your mouth, bite down gently, and then speak. This forces your facial muscles to work harder and articulate more clearly. Practice reading English sentences with the pen in your mouth for a few minutes, then remove it and speak normally. You'll notice your pronunciation becomes much clearer and crisper. News anchors use this before going on air. If you struggle with speaking speed, and many intermediate learners do, here are some practical tips. First, keep your sentences shorter. Long, complex sentences will trip you up and break your rhythm. Second, avoid tongue-twisting multi-syllable words when you're building speed. Stick to simpler vocabulary until your tempo improves. Third, record yourself speaking and listen back. Then record again, trying to speak just a bit faster each time. It's like training for a race. You build up gradually. And here's a fun one. Try rapping in English. Seriously, find an English rap song you like and practice along with it. Start slow, then speed up. Rapping forces you to match tempo and rhythm, which directly improves your speaking speed. Language is all about tempo, and music makes it fun while training your mouth to move faster. Thank you for watching. That's it for part 2. See you in part 3.